we are talking about how to eat well, how to save money while eating well. So I went into ChatGPT to see what it had to say today about 15 ways to do this. And it spit out 25 ways to do this. So we'll see how many we end up with and we get through. Okay. Now, we're going to see if I agree with it or if it gives you bad advice.
Well, it's funny because the advice that it has is what other people are expecting, which is not the same thing that you give.
That I always give. It's not. Okay, Dining on a Dime cookbooks, guys. 50% off if you buy the sets, 40% off if you buy the singles. And if you buy during the show between 4:30 Mountain and whenever we end Mountain, those of you who order during that time will get your book signed. All right. The number one is meal plan. Now, ChatGPT just doesn't know us very well, does it? Plan your meals for the week ahead of time to avoid impulse buys. Bad advice. Why is that bad advice? Okay, it's fine if you go to the grocery store with a list. But if you just stick to the list, then you will miss out on some really good clearance deals, markdown deals, things that you hadn't expected by just sticking to your list. Now, I understand some people have a real issue with sticking to their list, but you will miss out on all kinds of good things, like when I got 25 avocados for $1 one time.
He's asking for cooking advice again.
Well, okay, throw it in the oven another half an hour and see.
Okay.
That's weird. Okay, so I would not stick to a list only for saving money on groceries. Nancy says we had barbecue meatballs. Those are my grandma's meatballs for lunch today, and the gluten-free pumpkin bread just came out of the oven. Oh, yum. That sounds good. I've been wanting to make banana bread, and I need to make some here pretty soon because I've got bananas in the freezer. I'm trying to get my freezer stuff used up. Next one, budget-friendly recipes. Aha! Right here, Dining on a Dime cookbook. Share recipes that are delicious but with inexpensive ingredients. Yes, I totally agree with that. This using shiitake mushrooms and even avocados, guys, are super expensive. Stop using super expensive ingredients like steak and I don't know, list me some super expensive ingredients, guys, because I don't even know what its expensive ingredients are because I never buy. Like Wagyu beef, grain-fed this and grain-fed that. Let's see, whipping cream, cream cheese. All of those things are really expensive ingredients. So stop using expensive ingredients. Now, I'm not saying I don't ever use those ingredients. I do, but it's not on my normal staple that I always use. Next one, buy in bulk. Buy non-perishable items in bulk to save money in the long run. Okay, I disagree with this and I agree with this. Only buy in bulk if it's actually cheaper. Going to Costco is not going to save you money necessarily. People think that going to Sam's and Costco is going to save you money, but it doesn't always save you money. And so you need to know your prices. That's where our handy dandy little price book comes in. And you just take and write down the stores at the top and then just enter in your best sale price or best price at your store. And then just do it in pencil and change it as they go down, as prices go down. Then you'll know where your really good stock up price is. Kenneth says, yum to all of our recipes. Thank you, Kenneth.
Yes, thank you, Kenneth.
Okay, so what is the next one? For those of you wondering what I'm doing, I'm signing books. And if you order during our show, we will send you a signed cookbook. And you will have a collector's item. When I die, put it on eBay. Please. Okay, next one. Use coupons and discounts. Take advantage of coupons and discounts. Yes and no. So once again, regular paper coupons like they used to have really don't save a lot of money anymore. And even the digital coupons now, yes, I use them. Oh my goodness. Wait till you guys see what happened to me at Albertsons this week. Half an hour I stood at the checkout.
That's why I never shop there.
It was worth the $100 I saved, but oh my goodness, it was such a pain in the patootie. But the digital coupons can save you money, but they don't always save you money. Fancy cheeses is what Veronica says. Yeah, fancy cheeses are crazy. Christine says she finds that Sam Club is cheaper for toilet paper than Walmart. It might be. And that's where you need to know your prices. And Christine, everybody is dying to have an update from you on your grocery haul. So I may have to have you send me a short video and let me know how you're doing. Guys, type 1 if you want me to do an update on some of our grocery audit people's. Type 2 if you don't. Although I think everybody does because they're curious to see how well it worked. All right, the next one is shop seasonal produce. Yes, I never buy strawberries except between May and June. That's when they're the cheapest. Fresh strawberries, I should say. Now, I will occasionally buy frozen strawberries, but fresh strawberries are only in May and June. And usually, everybody wants to see an update on everybody. Okay, Christine, everybody wants an update. So email me and let me know how you're doing.
Kimberly said 1. Does that mean she needs to go first?
Yes. And usually what I do is I'll stock up on several pounds of berries and then just freeze them and use them through the year. So like I'm still eating the cherries that were on sale last year, and I'm down to my last bag. So waiting for cherries to go on sale in June here again. So I'm making room for the next batch. The next one is grow your own. Okay, I agree and disagree with this one. Yes, if you enjoy gardening and you like gardening, it can be worth it to grow your own. And if you do it frugally by getting basically free garden supplies and free soil and free plants and all of that, yes, it can be cheap. But it's not always necessarily cheap. So that if you preserve all that by canning, freezing isn't as expensive, but if you preserve all that by canning, that can cost you a boatload of money by the time you buy all the spices and the jars and the lids and the vinegar and the sugar. Oh my goodness, it can cost a lot. Now, I'm not saying it doesn't taste good. Usually, most of the time, homegrown produce can taste better. Like we have some really good pickle recipes in volume 1 and some really good jam recipes in volume 1. Go to livingonadime.com and you can find our pickle recipes and our jam recipes. But canning doesn't necessarily save money. Freezing doesn't necessarily save money. If you're going to be spending a lot on those things, then it's not going to save you anything. Compare prices. Yes, please. Stop just going to the grocery store and buying what you want. Grab one of our price books. Take and follow the prices for 3 months, and you will see the cycle of things going on sale and how they go on sale in your area. Just pick 3 stores and just compare to 3 stores. That way, you will always get the best deal on your foods that you're buying. Next one is store brands. Opt for store brands instead of name brands. Yes. 99% of the things I buy are store brands. There's only 2 things we don't buy that are name brand. One is Hershey's syrup, although the recipe in volume 1 is a heck of a lot better than Hershey's even. I'm telling you.
I was shocked because I've always been a Hershey's fan.
He's a Hershey's snob and he loves the homemade better. Hershey's syrup, and what was the other thing? Oh, shoot, there was one other thing and I can't remember what it was. Oh, for me now, you want to know what I'm a snob on? Duke's mayonnaise.
Whoa, oh, because you did the mayo test.
I did the mayo test and it was significantly better than the store brand. I was shocked. I had no idea that it would be that tasty. And how do we get our books signed? If you order during the show right now, if you order during this show, anybody who orders during this show between 4:30 Mountain and whatever time we quit Mountain, April 22nd, I will sign your books for you. So go order right now and I will sign them for you. I'm just working on signing some right now. Duke's mayonnaise is the only one worth buying, eating, says Edifying. I know, I never knew there could be such a mayonnaise taste explosion in my mouth. Until I had the test. I was like, woo. All right, next one is buy frozen produce. Yes, I live in Wyoming. Fresh produce is not a big staple of our economy here. It's not a staple of our economy at all here.
What isn't?
Fresh produce. I mean, it's okay in the summer. You can go to the farmer's market, but it is certainly not cheaper. It is not a good deal. And so frozen is the majority of what I get. The only things I don't buy frozen would be lettuce, cabbage, carrots. And I do buy fresh onions and peppers. Everything else is frozen for me. Broccoli, cauliflower, all of that. Avoid prepackaged foods. Convenience foods are usually more expensive. Cook from scratch whenever possible. That is a lie! Straight from the pit of hell.
What did it say?
To only cook from scratch. No! Cooking from scratch does not always save money.
A lot of times it does, though.
A lot of times it will. So like if you're making a scratch meatloaf, it's probably cheaper, but a scratch lasagna is not cheaper than buying it already pre-made. What's another thing? Cake mixes. Yeah, you'll save 10 or 20 cents maybe on a cake mix, but it's not a significant savings. Brownies are the same thing. So yes, cooking from scratch can save money, but no, it doesn't necessarily save money. Now, another way to save money is to buy our Dining on a Dime cookbooks right now, guys. 50% off for our Mother's Day sale if you buy the sets, and 40% off the individual books. Anyone who orders during this show, I will sign your books. Also, our Get It Together People undated planners, 400 pages, 366 days. You can see on the sales page every single page of all of our books. Just go to the ordering page and you can see every single page of our books. But our planner will help you get organized, get your chores done, and start getting your life in order.
So to see every single page, there's a video in the description, and you click on that and it flips through every page.
Yep.
So, yep.
Use leftovers creatively. Repurpose leftovers into new meals to reduce food waste and save money. No, just use your leftovers. It doesn't have to be creative. You just take a roast first night, beef and noodles the second night, stew the third night, fajitas the fourth night. It doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to be creative. You're just pre-cooking your meat for the next meal. Shop at farmers markets. I alluded to this earlier. No, farmers markets do not necessarily save money. Now, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, when my daughter and I went on our cross-country trip, the farmers markets in Pennsylvania were cheaper. But in Kansas, Colorado, Idaho, well, Idaho, I kind of did, it was slightly cheaper, but it was only because it was the end of the day. And I got a good deal because I was at the farmer's market selling my own stuff. But a lot, like the Amish here, they're very conniving. They will go back to Wisconsin. They're from Wisconsin, but they'll go back to Wisconsin and buy huge boxes of produce and bring it out here to sell. Now, they don't say that they grow it, but that impression is given because it's at the Amish store that they grew it. And maybe the Amish in Wisconsin grew it. But, you know, farmers markets are really a racket right now. And I don't know that they necessarily, none of them, some of them are just downright deceptive because they'll go and buy food in bulk somewhere else that they didn't even grow, and they'll sell it at the farmer's market as if a farmer grew it. So, yeah, you got to be real careful with that. Limit eating out. Yes, just stop eating out. Make dinner in 5 or 10 minutes. It does not have to be a huge ordeal to make dinner. Throw a sausage link and cut up some potatoes, throw it on a tray, on a sheet pan, and throw it in the oven for a half an hour, and you've got dinner. Put in a bag of broccoli in the microwave, and you're done. Join a CSA. Now, here's another thing. A CSA is a program where they give you fresh produce and you like buy into the farmers. That's the same thing. It may not necessarily be cheaper. Use cashback apps. I have never done this, but I know a lot of people do use that, and it really adds up, they say, but I've never taken the time to do it. Avoid impulse buys. Stick to your shopping list to avoid buying unnecessary items. No. Now, if you're just buying a bunch of junk, yeah, don't go and buy a bunch of junk. But if you see they have marked down fruits and vegetables, buy those instead if they're not on your list. You may have peppers and onions on your list for whatever. Well, peppers and onions aren't on sale, so broccoli and cauliflower are, then you're going to be switching up what your vegetables are for the day, for the week. So, no, I don't agree with that. Shop discount stores. Yes. Discount stores like Grocery Outlet and that can be a good deal, but once again, you have to check your prices. DIY convenience foods. Yes and no. Some convenience foods are easier to make or are cheaper to make. So like salad dressings you can make, your own spices. I don't know that I have purchased a spice mix ever, like a pre-made spice mix. I just keep basic spices on hand and make all the spice mixes in my Dining on a Dime cookbook. No, that's not true. We bought everything bagel seasoning one time because my daughter wanted to try that. But otherwise, I don't buy spices. Mike has a special fajita seasoning that he loves, but I refill it with our homemade fajita seasoning. The Montreal I refill. Ranch. Everybody raves about our ranch dressing. They absolutely love our ranch dressing mix. And guys, this literally takes less than 5 minutes to make a big batch. And then you can just have it on hand and then just use it when you need it. Check unit prices. Yes, I go by the ounce price and not by the package price, because then you'll know if you're actually getting a good deal. Use cash instead of cards. It'll help you stick to your budget and avoid overspending. No, you need to just stop spending what you don't have. I use my credit cards all the time, but I don't just go buy a bunch of stuff that I don't need. or I don't specifically want it and have it on my list that I want it as something, but I just don't go roaming around the store picking up stuff. Let's see. Eat less meat. Yes. Cut down on meat. I'm not saying you got to go vegetarian or vegan at all. I don't even believe in that. But cut back on the amount of meat. You just don't need to eat that much meat. We'll have people all the time say, well, my husband just has to have a pound of whatever, chicken, steak, hamburger, or whatever for dinner. No, he doesn't. There's other things you can fill in with. You can use beans, you can use lentils, you can fill up on fruits, vegetables. There are lots of things that you can use to cut down on your meat. Plan for sales. Keep an eye on sales. Yep, right back to our price book, guys. Watch for the sales. That's what we do. I don't try not to buy groceries unless they're on sale. Use loyalty cards at your grocery store. Yes, I mean, that goes without saying. Now you pretty much can't buy anything without a loyalty card. So make sure you sign up with those. And last but not least, keep track of expenses. Keep track of your grocery spending to identify areas where you can cut back and save more. Yes. Stop buying the pre-cut fruits and vegetables. That's the number one most expensive thing in the grocery store. The next thing is the pre-packaged chips. That's the next most expensive thing. It's crazy. Those are the two most popular and most expensive things. And then sodas are also the most expensive things. If you're buying soda, stop it. I was totally shocked in my grocery audits how many people were still drinking at least a third of their grocery budget. Coffee creamers, coffee, sweet tea, the drink packets, the Capri Suns, the Kool-Aid sipper things, the electrolyte drinks, milk, all of the milks, dairy and non-dairy. And then that doesn't even include alcohol. So if you guys cut all those things back, if you cut all those things out, you will save on your grocery bill and still be able to eat well. I don't know, do we eat well? I think we eat a little too well, if you ask me, but
yeah, maybe we need to turn down the taste there a little bit.
We need to
because
cut
Mike
back
doesn't
on
control
these.
himself.
But yeah, who is it? Says Nancy says she loves the taco seasoning, cheap, and the regular little packets have gluten and she's gluten-free. Yes, if you're gluten-free, make your homemade taco seasoning. That's what I do. Do you guys know I have never bought a packet of anything? I haven't bought a packet of ranch mix, Italian seasoning, taco seasoning, fajita seasoning, gravy packet, none. I have never bought any of those. I only use the recipes. Now, this is the gluten-free, dairy-free cookbook right here. 40% off singular, or if you buy the set, it's 50% off. And all of the other things before I became gluten-free, all the rest of them are in our Dining on a Dime regular cookbook. Gets you in and out of the kitchen quick. And you don't have to waste money on buying specialty items. Also, we have in our daily planner, we have our shopping lists on the back here so you can keep track of your shopping lists. And here's what the inside looks like, guys. 400 pages, 366 days to help you get organized. All right.
But if you want a planner, you better get it soon because there are not very many left.
Nope. We only have like 30 or so left, I think. Okay. And if you order today while we're on live, you will get one of my signed books. And yes, whoever orders, I'll sign your books. Right now I'm working on volume 1, but I will sign your books if you order during the show today. All right. Dale says she loves watching our site. Yesterday she made chili. Yum. Volume 1. Green chili is my favorite too. I like both the chilies. Actually, if you want a really good recipe now, I tell you to stop using whipping cream, and this one does use whipping cream. But if you want to win the chili cook-off, I won the chili cook-off with the white chili in volume 2. Edifying says it's going to be 58 in Florida tonight. I may need to get down the winter blankets. Okay. That was our high today, but okay.
She's got the smiley face there because I think I remember in Texas we'd wear sweaters if it got under 60 degrees.
Mommy to 3 kids says I just made your recipe for baked chicken, potato, bacon, cheese. She found it on my Super Easy Recipes channel. Delicious, fast, and easy prep. Yeah, if you guys want to see me making the recipes, go to Super Easy Recipes on YouTube, and that's where I'm making the recipes.
And that should be in the description if you're on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, you can go to livingonadime.com and click show notes at the top.
Yep.
And you can find the Super Easy Recipes channel. Or you can
Edifying. What?
You could type Super Easy Recipes into YouTube too.
Yes. Edifying Gravity says a great deal on avocados. Thanks to you all. She knows they can freeze. Yes. And I have a video on how to freeze avocados on there. I can't remember if I did that on Living on a Dime or Super Easy. Hello, Kathy in Colorado. We're going to be traveling there soon. Kimberly, leftover cheeseburger casserole and opened a can of green beans and called it dinner. There you go. Hey, that is great. That is a great dinner.
Green beans?
Mm-hmm.
Put a little bacon grease in there. Drain off the water, put a little bacon grease.
Cece's Garden says, my shirt matches the cookbooks, does it? I didn't even think about it. That's funny. Nancy, we had barbecue. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Denise said, got my volume 1 and 2 today. Man, you guys ship fast. Thank you. The red one is volume 1. Start there. The blue one is volume 2. Excuse me. They go together, but they have totally different recipes. So you can know that you are getting all fresh recipes. Edifying says last weekend when Dixie had steaks and shrimp cheaper than ground beef was on sale. There you go. Hey, that's fine. I have no problem with you buying steak and shrimp if it's cheaper than ground beef, because I know that happens a lot, especially here now. Thank you. Wanda just ordered the set. Thank you, Wanda. She got that 50% off right now for our Mother's Day sale. What day does it end here?
Friday, the May 3rd.
Friday, May 3rd.
Yep.
That's my grandma's birthday.
I was going to say that's
96.
That's how I've been remembering when it ends.
Nancy, $5.19 for 1 pint of heavy cream, 98 cents for 8 ounces of whipped cream. Works the same. Oh, 8 ounces of whipped topping. Yeah, if you're using it as whipped cream, it is. Yes, it's definitely cheaper. Thank you, everyone who's liking my shirts. Veronica, all my fancy cheeses I love are expensive ingredients. I asked for them as presents. Yes, blue cheese, red cow parm, raclette, brie. Oh, she just made herself hungry. Allison, I made the chicken Alfredo for dinner tonight. It was delicious. Yes, that's one of my more popular recipes on my Super Easy Recipes channel.
Alfredo? Yeah.
Rachel, I went to Kroger after the sour cream sale and there wasn't any of them. Oh, no. Yeah, that's happening. That's why you got to go. I try to go on the first day of the sales now because, well, it's about half and half now, but I try to do the first day. If it's not there, then I ask when their truck is going to be coming in. Mommy to 3 kids says, I hear you all about Albertsons. By us, it's Jewel. We save so much on digital coupons, but sometimes it doesn't work. Oh, my word. I wish I would have been recording when I was at the grocery store. I felt so bad for the people behind me. And then the cashier was making it out to be my fault, which it kind of was, but it wasn't. I went to go clip the coupon and it didn't clip. And I thought it had. And so I was like, that's about $100 more than it should be. She's like, what? So
What was it
nothing
again?
worked right. The coupons at Albertsons.
Oh, wow. Yeah, to me, all the coupons on the app, it's like a scam.
I spent 25 minutes in line trying to get my stuff right. I finally said, let me just go to customer service and let them figure it out so these people can get out of line. And they were really not happy. But what was I mean, it wasn't my fault. Well, and then what happened was they put the ground beef I got was the wrong one because they put it in the wrong spot. It was on the sign was right there, and I got the ground beef right behind it. And the butcher put it in the wrong spot. So I got 93 instead of 90. And so that was the other problem that was happening. But it wasn't my fault. I just picked it up right there where the sign was. That makes me really angry because that's false advertising. Okay. Mary got her books today, 1 and 2. Thank you. Can't wait to get started using them. Have them right by me now. That is great. I am so glad. Thank you for ordering. Vicki, I've always found gardening to be a lot more expensive than buying at the store, but you got to love it to make it worth it. Exactly. Yes. And you have to know how to garden for free. Like I know how to garden for free, but gardening for free takes a lot of learning and willingness to make do with what you have, willingness to adapt. And you've got to be willing to do that. And then, it might be worth it. Does anyone eat frozen fruit? It's usually cheaper. Yes, that's what we eat a lot of is frozen fruit. And usually what I do is buy it when it's on sale, freeze it myself, and then buy it. Paula, I freeze fresh strawberries and blueberries in season. Ooh, there you go. Once again, guys, if you order right now any of our books during the show, I will sign them for you. I'm working on volume 1s now, but I will sign them all for you. So if you want an autographed book, I will sign it for you. Jen, she makes my chocolate syrup recipe with modification for her son's taste buds since he doesn't like real sweet things. So easy to make. Yes, you can adjust the sugar. You can use a sugar alternative if you want. If you're not wanting to use regular sugar, you can do all of that. Phyllis, when I first moved to the South, I was asked, how do you spell mayonnaise? The answer is Dukes. So what's funny about the Dukes mayonnaise is I think the only difference is they add paprika from what I was looking at the ingredients. I think. I don't know. So
well, maybe that's the thing that makes it amazing.
All right, let's see. Melissa made tomato or banana sandwich with Dukes. Banana with mayonnaise? I have never heard of bananas with mayonnaise.
We're still having problems, and there's nothing we can do.
So if we can't get back on, if you order between now and 6:30 p.m. Mountain Time, so right now it's 5:13 in Mountain. I will sign for the next hour and 15 minutes. If you order until 6:30 Mountain.
So we're going to stop it for a couple minutes or 5 or 7 minutes, and I'm going to go reset our equipment and come back. And if it's still not working, we'll at least come on to tell you, right? As long as we can.
I guess.
All right. Good. Well,
okay. Yep.
Do you not want to?
Nope.
Okay. All right.
But now it's working again.